And so now let's go to the next part. And when I was here the last time, I had no idea of this. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now here's another part. The paradigm is so specific that it's going to get eerily into dates. But okay, we talked about what were the days of the king. The days of Bill Clinton. Now, presidents can only be there for 4 years or 8 years, but a president can be they usually are on the national stage for a good amount of time. Unlike the kings of Israel, how you become a king is basically the guy before you dies, and you become a king until you die. But how long was Bill Clinton on the national stage? It begins 1979. He is sworn in as governor of Arkansas. From governor of Arkansas, he's going to go right from that place to the presidency of America. When does it happen? 1979. When does it end? He leaves the national stage as in power, leaves in 2001 in January. It's the end of his, so Mondo, I just wrote this out before so you could see for yourself. But if you subtract 2001, subtract 1979, how many years are the years of Bill Clinton?
22.
22 years. Okay, can you open up your Bible if you have a Bible here? If you open up your Bible to 1 Kings 16 and verse 29, and it's going to introduce this character.
In the 38th year of Asa, king of Judah, Ahab, the son of Omri, began to reign over Israel, and Ahab, the son of Omri, reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years.
Oh.
22 years.
My.
So the paradigm, the years of Ahab determined the years of Bill Clinton. Ahab was on the national stage of Israel for 22 years. Bill Clinton was on the national stage of America 22 years.
Oh.
It's determined by that. It's not, and you're going to find this with every king, every leader is going to follow the pattern of that, starting with Bill Clinton. Now and it's a crazy thing because and it's telling you, we're talking about all these things. It's telling you that God is in control because nobody could orchestrate this. Because, with Ahab is because basically his father died and then he got killed. And so that 22 years. With Bill Clinton, it was election and going back and forth, but it ends up with the same exact time period. And so now, all right, here's the next part. This is something I had no idea of when I was first coming to me when I was here. In the time of the Ahab of the template, during that time, a nemesis, an enemy rises up against Israel. Now, there's a chapter here in the paradigm called the nemesis. He's an arch enemy. In the latter years of Ahab, he becomes an increasing threat and danger to the nation. He will issue threats of destruction against the nation. He will come from the east of the nation. He comes from a Semitic land. He is actually Semitic. That doesn't mean just Jewish, but Semitic is other things, is Middle Eastern. He issues threats in a Semitic tongue. At one point, God will actually deliver this archenemy of Israel, will deliver him into the hands of Ahab, but Ahab will let him go, release him, even though the danger that he's going to cause, and because he releases him. God, if you read God actually rebukes Ahab and says there's going to be judgment now. He releases the one that God put in his hands, this nemesis, this enemy, archenemy, and that archenemy is then going to bring disaster on the land in later days. Mm-hmm. Now, question, paradigm now. The paradigm says that in the days of now would be the Clinton years, there will rise an enemy who will be an arch enemy of America. He will threaten it. Did anybody arise at that time? His name is Osama bin Laden.
Oh,
he arises at the time. It's like, as this one arose at the time of the Ahab, this one arises as Clinton. In fact, he comes on the world stage as a terrorist. First act happens within 30 days of Bill Clinton assuming the presidency. They come together. Happens together. And the paradigm says in the latter years of the reign of this Ahab, this one will become an increasing danger. Well, that's exactly what happened. That's when we started first hearing about bin Laden, first time. It was in the latter years, it was in the latter 90s, the latter years of Bill Clinton. The nemesis, according to the paradigm, will come from the east of the nation, so Osama bin Laden. He will come from the Middle East. He will be Semitic. Well, Osama bin Laden, he was Arab. That's Semitic. He will speak Arabic, which is a Semitic tongue, the same as then he will issue threats of destruction against the nation. Well, that's exactly what Osama bin Laden did. He issued threats first before it happened. But could it even be that the paradigm here, this is again in the chapter called the Nemesis, could it actually give the parameters of his name, Okay, now let me tell you, who was this ancient nemesis? The ancient nemesis was named Ben-Hadad. You'll find it in the Bible. Ben-Hadad. First thing about his name. He has 8 letters in his name. Bin Laden, 8 letters in his name. First part of the nemesis are 3 letters and then 5 letters. So Bin Laden, 3 letters, 5 letters. But not the first. But here's the thing: the first part of this ancient nemesis in the paradigm, it begins with a letter. It's letter B and the letter N. It's bin. In Hebrew or Arabic, there's no vowel. It's bin. It's bin. Osama bin Laden will be named bin. It's bin Laden. In fact, bin and ben are the same exact word in the Middle East. In fact, bin Laden is called Ben Laden in other languages. It's the same thing in Arabic. So according to the paradigm, it has a meaning too. The nemesis, the first part of his name will mean son, and the first part of Bin Laden's name means son. Same thing as exactly the same as the ancient nemesis. It's basically the same thing. Now, here's something else. According to the paradigm, the king will have the chance to eliminate him, but will pass on that chance, and it will bring destruction to the nation later on. Could that have happened? Well, the 9/11 panel found out that President Clinton and his administration had the chance to eliminate bin Laden, and they decided to pass on it. They actually happened 9 times. 9 times they passed on the chance. You can check it out. 9 times they passed on it. In fact, Ahab, at one point, he's given a warning of what's going to happen. And actually, Bill Clinton was given a warning in one particular month. It said that there's an attack being planned, that they will hijack planes, and it will involve terrorism. This is in the late 1990s. In that same month, he had the chance to take out bin Laden, and he did not. So according to the paradigm, after his presidency, actually, it's after bin Laden, after this, later on, the nemesis is going to attack the land and bring destruction on the land. It's exactly as in the paradigm. Exactly.